They want the customers to save money and they want the sellers to make money as well. Hi everyone, this is Charm again and welcome back to my channel where we talk about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and adulting how-tos. At this point, I don't think I need to convince you, my audience, anymore how important it is to save money and to have multiple streams of income. Alam nyo na yan eh. So in today's video, I'll be sharing to you guys a platform that can help you save money and make money as well, and it's called SariSuki. Quick disclaimer, this video is indeed sponsored by SariSuki, but everything I say is my honest opinion about the app and the brand. I want to break this video down by sharing to you guys what SariSuki is, how you can save money on your groceries by being a Ka-Suki, and how you can earn by being a Ka-Sari. So without further ado, let's start this video. Okay, so before we talk about SariSuki, I want to quickly run you guys through how a typical product supply chain works so that you have an idea of how SariSuki's business model is. So this is very simplified, but first you have the raw materials, and then this is sold off to the suppliers, which is then sold off to the manufacturers. Then this is then passed on to the distributors or wholesale suppliers. And then they sell it to the retailers and we buy it from the retailers. So we are the customers or basically the end consumers of the products. So why am I sharing to you about the supply chain? Basically, SariSuki is trying to eliminate half of the supply chain and make it accessible for people so that we can save money. This will all make sense in a bit, but yeah, let's start explaining what SariSuki is. SariSuki is a community selling platform that aims to have individuals become online neighborhood groceries. So let's talk about the products they offer. I'm here at their website and basically they offer groceries and other everyday items like fruits, vegetables, chilled and frozen items, rice, dairy, pantry essentials, bread and pastries, beverages, and there's a lot more that they offer. And the great thing about it is we are familiar with the products that they are offering. They are working with a lot of brands, but some of them include P&G, Bounty Fresh, Knorr, Best Foods, Lucky Me, San Miguel Pure Foods, Unilever, Magnolia, and all of these big brands that we're already familiar with and probably buy from the grocery. They're also looking into offering load and bills payment really soon. Okay, so basically, they want to encourage people to have online neighborhood groceries so that we can buy from people really near us or even people that we know. But how does this all work? Basically, they have the 3 Ks. First, they have the kasangga wherein they work directly with farmers so that they can get it cheaper as well as manufacturers. Next is we have the Ka-Sari, which is basically the seller or the community leader. And this is like an online SariSari or grocery store. Each Ka-Sari will have their own website where the customers can order from there. SariSuki basically acts as a consolidator for all the orders that the Ka-Sari will put in that they will then pass on to their 3rd K, which is the Ka-Suki. The Ka-Suki are basically the customers or the buyers. And basically, their goal is for the Ka-Suki to buy at a cheaper price from the Ka-Sari as compared to your typical grocery store. So I think the kasangga and Ka-Suki are pretty understandable. One is the supplier and one is the buyer. But I want to expound more how you can become a Ka-Sari. Another term for being a Ka-Sari is a community leader, meaning you are the one who is supplying your community with the goods and services that SariSuki offers. Okay, so what are the requirements to be a Ka-Sari? First is you need at least a smartphone with internet. You need active members in the community to be your Ka-Suki. You need a sorting area wherein you can arrange your customers' orders. This could be your kitchen or an area in your house wherein you can designate to be the sorting area. And of course, you need to be hardworking. Okay, so how do we use SariSuki? SariSuki has an app and it also has a web application which you can access through any browser. If you are the Ka-Sari or the seller, you need to go through the app. You can download the app. It's available on both Android and iOS. And basically, you just have to follow the steps shown in your screen for your registration process. Of course, you have to pin the location on where you are located because this will be shown in the maps that you are a SariSuki community leader. Once you've gotten approval of your account, you can then start selling. After you log into your SariSuki app, you will see these features below. So we have the orders, wherein you can track the orders of your mga suki. You can see here orders that are to approve, to receive, to collect, and you will also see the completed and cancelled orders here. So your mga kasuke can actually order either through the website or they can tell you personally what their orders are and you can be the one to order for them. You just have to go to the second tab called products. This is where you can shop or add to cart for your suke. Next tab is the My Suke, wherein you can see the list of your customers there. These include the top customers, the unpaid customers, and lapsed customers here. So lapsed customers are the ones that haven't ordered in 2 weeks. Next is the store, and this is the feature wherein you can see the amount receivables you have from your customers and how much you owe SariSuki. Billing or payment transactions will also appear here, and you can preview your store, and you can also copy your store's link and share it across other social media platforms. And lastly, we have the account wherein you can see your SariSuki account over there. So basically, how this works is, for example, I'm the Ka-Sari or the seller. I get orders from my customers or my mga kasuke. They can either order online or tell me directly and I will be the one to order from them. So the cutoff of orders is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 5 p.m. All orders that made it to the cutoff will then be processed and delivered by SariSuki. So they deliver on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So they will deliver all the orders as a bulk, and that's why I mentioned earlier that you need like a sorting area. You will be the one to sort the orders per customers. Maybe you want to put it in an eco bag, paper bag, plastic. It's really up to you, and you will be the one to coordinate with your mga kasuke or your customers on how they can pick up or have their orders delivered. SariSuki does not have a minimum order and they will deliver it for free, and you will also have to pay them 2 days or 48 hours after they've delivered your order. So you have enough time to collect from your mga kasuke to be able to pay SariSuki with the money that you got from them. So it really doesn't need that much capital because you are basically getting the money of your mga kasuke to pay SariSuki right away. As a Ka-Sari, step by step, what do you do? First is you share and sell. You tell people about your online store. You have to share your online store to your local community. Maybe you have a group chat or a Facebook group wherein you can sell directly to people really near you. Next is you receive and pack. Once you receive your orders from SariSuki, you will then have to repack based on the orders of each kasuke. Third is you have to fulfill, collect, and pay. Fulfill the orders with your mga kasuke. Tell them that their order is ready. Collect the payment from them, and pay SariSuki after. Fourth is help your suke. Just be there for them and have good customer service. Basically, if there are things that they need, if they have questions, you can help them out along the way. SariSuki has trainings for their sellers every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 8 p.m. so that you can learn more how to effectively market and also how to navigate yourself through their app and website. Okay, now that we've talked about how you can be a Ka-Sari, I want to talk about more how you can become a Kasuke or how you can order from their platform. Like I said before, you can order directly from their website. You don't even need to know a seller. Just choose a seller that's nearest you. So you can go to store.sarisuke.com. Or if you already frequent a Ka-Sari, then you can go to them and tell them your orders and they can be the ones to place that order for you. Ordering through their website is very straightforward. Just add to cart the things that you need, input your address, and that's it. Okay, now let's talk about some pros and cons or advantages and disadvantages that I see about SariSuki. Let's talk about the pros first. I want to focus first on the pros of being a Ka-Suki. First is really affordable prices from products that you are familiar with. If you're someone who frequents convenience stores, the markup on convenience stores are quite high. So it's really great to have a similar offering that's as cheap or even cheaper than grocery prices. Next is no minimum orders and no delivery fees. So you can order with as little as you want and you can just drop by your Ka-Sari to pick up your orders, so there are no delivery or shopping fees anymore. Lastly, it's safe, fast, and hassle-free. It really brings hyper-convenience to you, especially if you don't need to do grocery runs anymore and all that you need can be with your Ka-Sari. Next, let's talk about the pros of being a Ka-Sari. First is that you can earn extra income by being a Ka-Sari. You can earn up to 30,000 pesos or even more every month if you are aggressive with selling. Next is you can sell or work from home because they will deliver the products to your door and your mga Ka-Suki can pick it up from you as well. Third is what I mentioned earlier, wherein you basically don't need that much or no capital at all because the payments that you'll be collecting from your Ka-Suki will basically be what you will pay to SariSuki, and you can keep the profits or you can, roll it over in your business. Fourth is that you can even buy your own groceries at an affordable price because you also have the option to order through the app. And lastly, free delivery or free shipping from SariSuki. Okay, now let's talk about the cons of SariSuki. First con that I see is the delivery or the lead time. Like I mentioned earlier, you have cut-offs every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and the orders will be delivered one day after Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, it is really still convenient for people who pre-plan to order their groceries, but for those orders or those purchases that you need right away, you might not be able to use SariSuki for that because of the 1 day lead time. So it's not really for immediate orders, but those that you can plan ahead for. Second con that I see is that you are limited to the brands or products offered. Now, given that they have a wide array of products and they are from big brands like I mentioned before, the fact is that you are still limited to those brands. As a seller, you can't just sell whatever you want. Like maybe you want to sell homemade stuff and stuff like that. You can't really sell that into the app unless you can supply everyone with that as well. Now again, they do have an extensive product inventory, but just in case that there are things that your Ka-Suki is looking for and it's not being offered by SariSuki, you don't really have the option to add that in. The last con that I see is that they are mainly just still in Metro Manila and the neighboring provinces in Luzon. So it would be great and I would personally be very excited once they branch out to Visayas and Mindanao. But for now, I see it as a con. But in Luzon alone, they have a lot of Ka-Sari already. So if you are living there, then you should definitely check it out. Okay, so those are my pros and cons for SariSuki. I want to quickly go back to what we talked about at the beginning of this video where I explained the supply chain. So I told you guys earlier that it's from raw material to supplier to manufacturer to wholesaler or distributor to the retailer and to the customer. What SariSuki is doing basically is that they are replacing the distributor or wholesale supplier. The retailer will now become the Ka-Sari and the customers will now become the Ka-Suki. So through the supply chain that they made for themselves, they are eliminating a lot of overhead costs. Like they don't have to lease expensive commercial spaces, they don't have to have air conditioning all day long and really high electricity bill, they don't have to hire a lot of people to serve a lot of customers. So there is really a cost cut that they are doing doing. That's why they are able to offer it to the end consumers or the customers at a lower price. So their goal again is that they would be cheaper than what you would buy from groceries. But even if they don't, I think that being cheaper than your convenience stores, which is what a lot of people treat as their groceries in smaller communities, like they're buying from SariSari stores and convenience stores, which the markup on those products are really crazy high. So I think SariSuki is a great alternative for those. If SariSuki is for you, then please check out SariSuki.com or download the app in your Play Store or App Store. I will link them down below in the description. If you found this video helpful, then please share this to your friends and families. Hit the like button down below because it really does help out the channel a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and ring the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload another video. Again, I know that adulting's already hard. Finding side hustles is really hard. That's why I love working with brands that can offer side hustles to you guys. And again, this has been Charm, and I will see you in my next video.